You sit down in a loan officer's chair. They slide a form across the desk. They ask which type of mortgage you want. You did not know there was more than one. You thought a mortgage was just a mortgage. A loan for a house. Simple. It is not simple. There are 11 different ways to structure the biggest financial commitment of your life, and picking the wrong one can cost you tens of thousands of dollars you never needed to spend. Here is every kind of mortgage, who it is actually for, and what the catch is. Fixed rate mortgage. This is the mortgage most people picture when they think of a mortgage. Your interest rate is locked in the day you sign, and it never changes. 15 years, 30 years, whatever term you choose, that rate stays exactly the same from the first payment to the last. Your monthly payment for principal and interest is completely predictable. The bank cannot raise it because rates went up. You cannot benefit if rates go down without refinancing. This predictability is the entire appeal. You know exactly what you owe every month for the next 15 or 30 years. No surprises, no recalculating. The trade-off is that fixed rates are usually slightly higher than the starting rate on other mortgage types. You are paying a small premium for certainty. For most people buying a home they plan to stay in long term, that certainty is worth every extra basis point. Adjustable rate mortgage. This is the mortgage that starts cheap and does not stay that way. An adjustable rate mortgage, an ARM, offers a fixed interest rate for an initial period. 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. After that period ends, the rate adjusts periodically based on a financial index, moving up or down with the broader market. The initial rate on an ARM is almost always lower than a comparable fixed-rate mortgage. That lower starting payment is the entire sales pitch. The risk is what happens after the fixed period ends. If rates have risen, your payment can increase significantly, sometimes by hundreds of dollars a month. ARMs make sense for people who plan to sell or refinance before the adjustable period begins. They are dangerous for people who assume they will figure it out later and stay in the home long-term without a plan for the rate reset. FHA Loan. This is the mortgage built for people who do not have a large down payment saved. And FHA Loan is backed by the Federal Housing Administration, which means the government insures the lender against default. That insurance allows lenders to approve borrowers with lower credit scores and smaller down payments than conventional loans typically allow. Down payments as low as 3.5%. Credit scores that would be rejected elsewhere can qualify here. The catch is mortgage insurance. FHA loans require both an upfront mortgage insurance premium and ongoing monthly premiums, often for the life of the loan if your down payment was under 10%. That insurance adds real cost every single month. FHA loans are a genuine path to home ownership for people who could not otherwise qualify. They are not free money. The insurance premium is the price of that accessibility. VA Loan. This is the mortgage created specifically for veterans and active military. A VA loan is backed by the Department of Veterans Affairs. For eligible borrowers, it offers something almost no other loan type does. Zero down payment required. No private mortgage insurance. Often more competitive interest rates than conventional loans. The eligibility requirements are specific. Active duty service members, veterans meeting service length requirements, and certain surviving spouses can qualify. There is a funding fee that helps offset the cost of the program to taxpayers, but it can often be rolled into the loan itself. For eligible borrowers, the VA loan is frequently the single best mortgage option available, combining low cost with minimal upfront capital required. The problem is simply that most people are not eligible. For those who are, not using it is leaving significant value on the table. USD Loan. This is the mortgage most people have never heard of. A USD loan is backed by the United States Department of Agriculture, designed to encourage home ownership in eligible rural and certain suburban areas. Like a VA loan, it can offer zero down payment for qualifying borrowers. The two major restrictions are property location and household income. The home must be located in a USDA-eligible area, which includes more suburban regions than most people assume. Household income must fall below certain limits set relative to the area's median income. For borrowers who qualify on both fronts, a USDA loan can be one of the most accessible paths to home ownership available, requiring little to no upfront capital. The narrow eligibility window is exactly why most people never even investigate it. Conventional loan. This is the mortgage not backed by any government agency. A conventional loan is originated and insured by private lenders following guidelines set by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, the entities that purchase and guarantee most conventional mortgages in the secondary market. Conventional loans typically require stronger credit and larger down payments than FHA loans, The benefit is flexibility, and for borrowers who can put down 20% or more, the complete avoidance of private mortgage insurance. Conventional loans can be fixed rate or adjustable rate, making this less a single mortgage type and more the default category that most other structural choices sit within. When people say they have a normal mortgage, this is usually what they mean. Jumbo loan. This is the mortgage for homes that cost more than the system was built to handle normally. A jumbo loan exceeds the conforming loan limits set by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Because these loans are too large to be purchased by those entities, they carry more risk for the lender, and they cannot be government-backed the way FHA or VA loans can. Jumbo loans typically require excellent credit, substantial cash reserves, and larger down payments than conventional loans. Interest rates can be higher or lower than conforming loans, depending on market conditions, since jumbo lending operates somewhat independently from the conforming loan market. If you are buying a higher-priced home in an expensive area, understanding whether your loan amount crosses into jumbo territory changes your entire approval process. Interest-only mortgage. This is the mortgage that delays the hard part. For an initial period, typically 5 to 10 years, your monthly payment covers only the interest on the loan. None of it reduces the principal balance. Your payment during this period is significantly lower than a standard mortgage payment would be. Once the interest-only period ends, payments recalculate to include principal, often causing a substantial payment increase, since you now have fewer years to pay off the full loan amount. Interest-only mortgages can make sense for borrowers with irregular but substantial income, who plan to pay down principal aggressively during high-income periods. They are risky for people who use the lower payment simply to afford a bigger house than they could otherwise justify, with no real plan for the payment increase that is guaranteed to arrive. Balloon mortgage. This is the mortgage with a deadline built in. A balloon mortgage offers smaller payments for a set period, often 5 to 7 years, based on a longer amortization schedule. At the end of that period, the remaining balance comes due in one large lump sum payment. The math behind this can be attractive. Lower monthly payments for years, followed by a single large payoff, refinance, or home sale. The danger is what happens if your financial situation or the lending environment changes before that deadline arrives. If you cannot refinance and cannot pay the remaining balance, you can lose the home even after years of on-time payments. Balloon mortgages are relatively uncommon in residential lending today, precisely because of how badly this can go wrong for unprepared borrowers. Renovation loan. This is the mortgage for the house that needs work before it becomes a home. A renovation loan combines the purchase price of a property with the estimated cost of specific renovations into a single mortgage. Instead of buying a house and then separately financing repairs, everything is rolled into one loan, one approval process, one monthly payment. These loans typically require detailed renovation plans and contractor estimates submitted during the approval process, and funds for renovations are often released in stages as work is completed and inspected. Renovation loans open up properties that would otherwise be unfinanceable, homes needing significant repair that a standard mortgage would not cover. The process is more paperwork intensive than a standard purchase, but for the right fixer-upper, it is often the only path to ownership that makes financial sense. Reverse mortgage. This is the mortgage that runs backward. A reverse mortgage is available to homeowners typically aged 62 or older, allowing them to convert a portion of their home equity into cash without selling the home or taking on a traditional monthly mortgage payment. Instead of the homeowner paying the lender pays the homeowner through a lump sum, monthly payments, or a line of credit. The loan balance grows over time as interest accrues on the amount received and becomes due when the homeowner sells the home, moves out permanently, or passes away. Reverse mortgages can provide meaningful income for retirees who are house-rich and cash-poor. They also reduce the equity available to leave to heirs and come with significant fees. Understanding exactly how the balance grows and what happens to the home eventually is essential before signing. Every kind of mortgage. 11 completely different ways to finance the same purchase. Fixed rate for certainty. Adjustable for a lower start. FHA and VA and USDA for accessibility. Conventional as the default. Jumbo for the expensive homes. Interest-only and balloon for specific cash flow strategies. Renovation loans for the fixer-upper. Reverse mortgages for turning equity back into income. The house you buy matters enormously. The mortgage you choose to buy it with matters just as much. Most people spend months picking the house. They spend an afternoon picking the loan. Now you know there were 11 decisions hiding inside that one signature. That is the point.